It is Monday night, and you know what that means. It's SNL, Formula X, Season 8, round number 5, here at Spa-Francorchamps. Now I'm here with you this evening, returning after round number 1. Here we are at Spa, and the situation's changed quite a bit since we last spoke. We have a championship order, so we're going to go through it right now. Currently it is being led by Bunnies in his Mercedes, the defending champion, back on top with 77 points. He is closely followed by the Renault of Matt Psycho. 2 wins on the bounce. Can he improve? In third place is the Red Bull driver with 75 points. In fourth place is Gasman in his Ferrari with 73 points. A very tight championship, you can tell. 4 points covering the top 4. Penguino in the chat saying, hello, Jam. Hello, Penguino. In fifth place is the very impressive Speckmere. He is in the McLaren. He has 54 points ahead by 1 point against Aloe, former teammates at Lotus. Aloe is in the Renault. In seventh, the impressive rookie, Ragemus Prime, has 51 points for Mercedes. In eighth place in his full-time season in Formula X is Ajax with 50 points. In ninth place is SNL Jam in his Williams with 46 points. Pool Shark in the chat saying, hey Jam, and everyone watching, hello Pool Shark. In 10th place is Slenderfella in the Lotus with 41 points. The top 10 really close together in this championship. In 11th is GTMX Adka. Unfortunately, he left after 2 races due to connection issues, so he has 32 points and used to drive for Williams. In 12th place is Bondimus Prime for Lotus, but he is not racing. He actually has been replaced by the aforementioned Pool Shark, who's making his return for this race only. In 13th place is Rob on drums with 21 points for Red Bull. And 14th place is the Punisher in his McLaren with 18 points. An impressive season for both drivers, deserve to be further up, but that tells you the standard of this championship. In 15th place is Kaiser Grimmel, who has 10 points, only 2 races under his belt. In 16th place is the Tyrrell driver with 10 points. In 17th place is Jokas in his Ferrari, although he is not here this evening, so I don't know if we will see him at the rest of the season. In 18th place is Craig OB with 5 points. And finally, in 19th place is EZ Saint, who scored 4 points for Renault in round number 1. So, that is the Driver Championship. Team Championship is very close. Renault lead with 131 points, ahead of Mercedes with 128. Third place is Red Bull with 96, and fourth are Williams with 87. Ferrari have 82, McLaren have 72, and then it's a tie between Tyrrell and Lotus with 70 points each. So again, very tight battles. Now we are here at Spa, as you can see. Let's have a look at the grid. 1 lap qualifying session in Formula X. Very exciting, very tense, and some interesting things happened in that session. So let's turn around and look at the grid. There it is, and you can see the Scarlet Red Ferrari of Gasman, 4th in the championship, on pole, setting a great time on his soft tyres. In second place is the impressive Slender Fella in his Lotus. Great position for him in qualifying. Third place is Aloe in his Renault. We'll just go through the tyres as well. I was going to do that as I did it. So, Gasman, for this race, he's on pole. He's got soft hards. In second place is Slender Fella, and he has got soft mediums, so an advantage possibly against Gasman. Aloe in third place has got soft mediums and hards. The Red Bull driver is in fourth place, and he has got soft mediums. In fifth place is Speckmere. He has soft mediums and hards in his McLaren. Here in seventh place on the grid is Ragemus Prime with his soft, medium and hards for his race. Sixth place for Ragemus. In seventh place is Matt Psycho, the championship leader. Second in the championship, 1 point behind the leader Bunnies. He has got soft, mediums and hards. In 8th place, a good qualifying session for Craig OB. He has got softs and hards for this race. In 9th place is Ajax. He has all softs for his race. In 10th place, we have the Punisher, who has got soft mediums in his McLaren. In 11th place is Rob on drums, all softs for the Red Bull driver. In 12th place, making his return, is Pool Shark. He is in the Lotus, stepping in for Bondimus Prime, and has soft mediums. Kaiser is then in 13th place in his Tyrrell with all softs as well. And at the back of the grid, it is the defending champion Bunnies. After a spin in qualifying, he starts 14th and has soft hards. And at the back of the grid is SNL Jam, following confusion, didn't go out for his qualifying lap. And that is where he lines up last on the grid. No Yokas, as explained earlier. So 15 cars here at Spa. The sun is shining. And we're in for a very, very exciting race. 26 laps of Spa-Francorchamps. The rain is possible. What's going to happen? We'll find out soon together. We'll go back just a section. And let's enjoy. Gasman on pole, Slenderfella second, Aloe third, the Red Bull driver fourth, Speckmere in fifth, sixth is Ragemus Prime, seventh is Matt Psycho, and eighth is Craig OB. So we're going to go into La Source. Tight right-hander here at Spa. All incidents, I suspect there's 3 lights, 4 lights, and 5 lights. Here we go at Spa, and Gasman will lead them off. It's a good start from Slenderfella, though. He's got straight on the overtake and could be going for the lead into turn 1 on the outside. Not the easiest place, but he does get the lead. Fantastic from Slenderfella. As we look through the field, it looks like we're okay. Further down, Matt Psycho up to 7th place. In the midfield, we've got already the Canadian, that is Bunnies, in 10th, fighting up to 9th. Oh, a little bit wide though. He goes, he's fighting hard, but let's go further to the front. Let's see what is happening. Not much happening so far. Let's go back though and see the fight happening through the field. That's like a currently having a go at Ajax. A little bit of a touch, possibly from the Canadian and the Brit on board. Then with Ajax, he has got the Red Bull driver ahead of him, going down to the right-hander. Oh, tight racing going on. First lap barging, possibly between the two, but he's got ahead into the corner that does have a name, Speaker's Corner. Gasman, though, is back in the lead. What happened there? How did he get there? We will see. It looks like he had to go into the Kemmel Straight, into Lacoon. So Slenderfella did lead, but it's a Lowy now third. There's that move again, with Bunnies ahead of the Punisher. Regimus Prime is 10th. Jam up into 11th now. Craig Gobb is in 12th. Rob on drums 13th. Pool Shark 14th. And Kaiser is down in 15th. But it's the Scot leading the race for Ferrari from pole, but he wasn't leading out of turn 1. It was Slenderfella, but he's been chased by the very impressive Aloe. He's had speed all season long, and he is back at the front once more, going through Stavolo and down the straight now to Blanchimont. Speckmere up into 4th place. He's had a great start in his McLaren. On the medium tyres right now, Ajax is on the soft, so is the Red Bull driver, and Matt Psycho on mediums. Punisher is softly run. Regimus Prime in 9th. Jam and Bunnies looked like they were having a fight. No, they weren't. It was the other Williams of Craig OB, and he's just gone deep into the bus stop. He's managed to keep it going. And behind, a little bit of a mistake from Pool Shark. But at front, it is all Gasman. The Slenderfella in 2nd. Although he's still 3rd. Let's have a look further down. Regimus Prime in 9th. In 10th, we've got Jam, and he's got the impressive Bunnies behind him. As they go down the Kemmel Straight. Big battle between the Mercedes and the Williams. The Mercedes having a look as Jam goes round the outside. Can he make it stick? Yes, he can. A little bit of a touch with Regimus, a little bit wide by the Mercedes on the exit. Jam up into 9th now. Bunny's into 10th. Rachman's having a look at his teammate. No team orders at Mercedes, it would appear. Medium tyres for Ragemus. Softs for Bunnies. Mediums for Jam. Punisher looking at the back of Matt Psycho. Or running a little bit wide through Kuon. But keeping it all together. Very tight racing here at SNL, as always. Let's have a look. There is the Red Bull driver. He is ahead of AJ. The Canadian in 6th place on soft tyres. Back to the front of the field though, we have Gasman leading for Ferrari. Once more, he's pulling out a gap actually to Slenderfella. See if we can work out the gap. Maybe a second and a half. So Slenderfella feeling the pressure possibly of the Lowy behind him. Let's go on board with that Renault. You can see the Black Lotus up ahead as we go into lap number 3. Now the soft tyres here are not lasting very long. So we're expecting drivers in for about lap 8, lap 9 possibly. As early as that. But the mediums seem to run a lot longer. So it is a battle of strategy. 26 laps here at Spa. As you see Gasman going up through Rouge and Radion. Fantastically done there by Aloe in the Renault. So look behind because there is a battle happening. Spekmir and the Red Bull driver. Spekmir on the inside going down the Kemmel Straight into the corner. It's Spekmir just ahead. They touch slightly possibly and Spekmir's round. Oh no, Spekmir has had a little bit of it. Oh, he's got round again. Oh, and there's a little touch, I think, as he's trying to find the gears. Whoa, wow. Okay, Jam has gone down the field. Let's go on board with Jam. On board. Oh, he's having a great fight there with Bunnies. And then through side by side, the two drivers ahead, you can see. And a little bit of a touch. Spekmir is finding the gear. Red Bull driver though in 4th place. There is Slenderfella in 2nd. And Gasman 1st. Once more still ahead. So back. Kaiser Grimm has lost a lot of time actually. I say that, but he's going purple. Has he done a pit stop? Possibly. Judging by that 204. Doesn't say outlap though. As Craig OB is in 14th. Spekmir now 13th. Jam down in 12th. Pool Shark up to 11th now. With all things going on. Ragemus is in 10th with Rob on drums in 9th. Bunnies is in 8th place. Punisher up to 7th. A good opening few laps for the Punisher. Moving himself comfortably into the top 10, the McLaren driver. He's chasing down Matt Psycho, currently 2nd in the championship, 1 point behind Bunnies, but he's ahead. Aloe sets the fastest lap of the race in his Renault of 1:54.898. He's putting the pressure on Slenderfella. Let's go on board with Aloe once more. Can he get a move done? Don't think so. Looks a little bit far away. Slenderfella pushing that Lotus. It looks fantastic. The 1978 Lotus going through Eau Rouge and Radion down the Kemmel Straight. He goes, Slenderfella. In 2nd, purple by half a second. Kaiser has just gone fastest. Let's go to Kaiser. Fastest man on circuit right now, a 1:54.6 for the Tyrrell driver, showing he's got the speed despite being in last place. He's setting lap times 8 tenths quicker than Gasman, the race leader. Slenderfella a little bit quicker, and Aloe a little bit quicker than him. So the top 3 just starting to pull away. Although Aloe running wide through Pouon, he manages to keep it pointing forward though. That's easier said than done. The Red Bull driver in 4th is ahead of Ajax. In 5th place. Canadian, all soft tyres for the Canadian. He's being chased by Matt Psycho. Very similar lap times, but Matt Psycho on the medium tyres in that Renault. He's going 2 tenths of a quicker, 2 tenths of a second quicker on this lap. Behind him, he's got the Punisher. 55.9 for Matt Psycho last lap, 56.2 for the Punisher, but he looks a lot closer this time around. He has got Bunny's just behind him too. As they come into... Wow, Bunny's closed up massively into the bus stop. It is still called, although it's very not much like the bus stop we know. As Bunny's goes quickest, will he have a look into La Source? It would be a brave move as he goes around the outside. Can he get it done? Not quite. The Punisher still has the position. As the Bunny's looking all over the back of his fellow Canadian. These two were teammates at McLaren last year. The Punisher fighting hard on the overtake, but is it too late to get Bunny's? But Bunny's hasn't got past as they go in. Oh, Bunny's manages to get on the brakes a lot later, clips the curb, slides a bit more, but still holds the position. Good move there between the two Canadians. It's getting a little bit darker. Does that mean we have got a chance of rain? Slender Fella's still in front of Aloe. In fact, a little bit of space opening up. 54.8 for him, but a 54.4 for Gasman. So again, pulling out a little bit of the gap for the Ferrari driver. So he's currently leading the field. We've seen this before. Scott currently 4th in the championship. He's only 4 points behind the championship leader as well. Bunny's currently 7th. Matt Psycho 6th. The Red Bull driver currently 4th. So we have definitely got a very tight championship at the top of the field. It's all looking good for Gasman in the Ferrari as it stands. Going through the field, let's have a look. Matt Psycho. He is comfortably ahead of Buddies. Big gap actually between them. Ragemus, he's got Pull Shot with him. So Ragemus in the other Mercedes. Looks quite Lewis Hamilton-esque with that chrome yellow and purple. On board with him right now, we see Pull Shot in the background. Nothing doing though from the other black car. Jam in 11th. Spectator following him in his McLaren. Oh, I think there was a little bit of a change of position, was there? No. Must have imagined it. No, Slender Fella has had a bit of an issue. I did think there'd been a point, so let's see what happened here. Slender Fella then down the Camel Straight. I thought I saw movement, so Aloe gets on the overtake, I believe. Get past, going down. A little bit of a touch, possibly. Yes, Slender Fella then having to slow up. And does that mean the American in the Red Bull does get past Slender Fella as well? A little bit of slide from Slender Fella. In fact, he loses out to Ajax too. Oh, what a costly few corners for Slender Fella. He's down to 5th place. He's all over the back though of Ajax in the Tyrrell. A little bit of a gap though. So from 2nd down to 5th in a moment of mistimed turning, possibly from Slender Fella. He's now 5th. Shows how tight this championship really is. Small error like that, you can lose 3 positions. Matt Psycho will be hoping for a little bit more of an error from the driver ahead. He's in 6th right now. He's got Bunny's closing in on him though. Bunny's still holding the fastest lap. These two in a fight for the championship, currently 6th and 7th. Whilst their rivals are 1st and 3rd. You can see them in the same shot as Bunny comes into the final chicane. Sort of movement there from the Mercedes as it came through. It's the Punisher trying to keep attached to this front field. There are gaps starting to form. You can see Ragemus there in 9th. Jam is now in 10th. The Spectator following him in 11th. Full sharp now. 12th, 13th place, Rob on drums. He's had a couple of slower laps on those softs. That is possibly why running wide on the exit. Can he hold the position though against Craig O.B.? Craig O.B. has a little look into the source. Nothing happening there. Craig O.B. then has a little slide. Let's go back to see what is happening closer to the front of the field. A little bit of a spread actually between these drivers already. Look, the Red Bull driver has got less than 25% of his overtake remaining. That means he has a red light over the top of his head at the airbox, whilst his opponents have a green light to indicate they have 25% or more. There you can see it on Alois overhead. Thank you everybody that's watching this video. Like, share and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Tell us who you're supporting as well. Don't be shy. Like, you can get read on air if you comment live on this video. Gasman currently leading in the Ferrari. You can see the tyres are starting to wear away as well. Just as we were saying at the start of this broadcast, the soft tyres looking about lap 8 or 9 for them. So he's on lap 7. Pushing hard though is the Scot. He's not used much overtake there. So he's having a good run. Alois, relatively the same on the tyres. These top three, in fact, look like they have got quite a lot of tyre. Let's go on board though with the Red Bull driver because we have an opportunity going through Radion. Sorry, Eau Rouge and then Radion actually, as he is on the overtake, and it looks like he's going to get past Alois. So going down the Kemmel Straight side by side once more. Fastest time for the Red Bull driver. He goes ahead of Alois. So Alois up, down, sorry, into third. A little bit of contact though between the two drivers. Oh no! Oh no! Wowzers. Let's go on board with Ajax there. I think that might be the best way we can see that, because we can see up ahead the two drivers ahead, Red Bull driver and the Renault of Alois fighting for position. A good move there by the Red Bull driver, then a little bit of contact and they slide, and whoa, Ajax having to go to the grass to avoid it, gets a little bit of dirt on his tyres, and he is up into second place after a heart-in-mouth moment. Matt Psycho up to third. Wow, so he got past Senderfella and all of a sudden got himself onto the podium. Wowzers. The Bunnies is fifth now with Alois down to sixth after that incident. The Punisher is seventh. The Red Bull driver is eighth. And Rachel's Prime ninth with Jam 10th in his Williams. So it was all going on whilst Gasman has now got a very, very comfortable 6-second lead over Ajax. It's opened up nicely for him. He will not know what happened behind. All the chaos going on, and it's a nice Sunday night drive for the Scotsman. Does he pit? He does not. He's going again. You'll notice the fuel gauge water full for everybody, so they're not going to need to change for fuel, but it is going to be about tyres. You see Matt Psycho struggling a little bit out of the chicane, getting the power down. Slenderfella back up to fourth now. As we can see in the background, Alois has got the Punisher just in his slipstream. So Punisher on board with the Canadian. And you see Alois ahead of him. You can see the Red Bull behind as we go through the very famous Eau Rouge and Radion. You can see the rest of the circuit behind them. Punisher putting a little bit of overtake on to go down the Kemmel Straight into Lacoum. They come. Fighting that McLaren. Pushing hard as always. The Punisher, one of the most improved drivers right now. It used to be Alois, but the expectation now is just Alois up here. That is where Alois lives, that's where he resides. in SNL now. Radiant Prime debut season already has a podium to his name. Last time out in Austria, came second, an impressive drive for him. Claimed pole position as well. So he is flying along in his Mercedes. I feel like I may have got that fact wrong about the pole position. It may have been his teammate. Where is his teammate? There he is. Bunnies may have got pole position. I can't quite remember it. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. You can see Bunnies though, his tyres not looking too happy right now in this Mercedes. In fact, we can see Ajax coming into the pits. The first driver in then is the Tyrrell of Ajax. It's a long pit lane. We will wait and see. So Matt Psycho is there in second now. So I'll go back to Ajax. There he is, into the pit lane. Changing tyres. See what he ends up doing. And the Red Bull driver coming in too. There he is. So all change right now. Mama Sykes is in the chat. Good to see you, Mama Sykes. Good evening, everyone. She says, hi, Jam. Good evening, Mama Sykes. So, Gazman currently leading the race for Ferrari. Mama Sykes' boy, though, second on the track, third overall, it would seem, but these are crucial times now because he has got time to spare. Those tyres are looking a lot better than the softs of Gazman, for example. He's been chased by Slenderfella, whose tyres are looking really warm. Going onto the onboard shot, you can see that right front, the pickup, the blistering happening, the left as well, as we go through the left hand and the right hand tyre taking the pounding as the right gain. You see it picking up on that left side, working harder than the inside tyre, the outside, really being pushed through here. Blanchimont coming up very fast. It's just flat out straight, all of this section in these Formula X cars, the Super Formula cars as you know them normally. Formula X is a name from the past when we used the Red Bulls all those years ago. But Slenderfella into the pits comes Slenderfella, so, and he's followed by Bunnies. So Bunnies comes into the pits whilst at the front Gazman taking these soft tyres to 11 laps. That's very impressive, as well as the fuel conservation as well. He's not had to race hard though. He's got quite a bit of overtake left. See Jam in 8th place coming into the pits too, so it's fuel dictated stops right now. Everybody else though going through. The Punisher is in 3rd. Aloe in 4th, has not stopped. Rageabus has not stopped. Bunnies, oh my word, Bunnies has decided not to change tyres. Well, that is absolutely bonkers. That must be a mistake. Look at the amount of fuel he has. He's got half the amount of fuel as Ajax. Was that a mistake coming into the pits by the champion? It would seem that way. He's got the overall lead of this race, I would say, but it is a mistake because Ajax was in 2nd at his pit stop and he's got 3/4 of a tank, fresh soft tyres. Bunnies has really old softs. In fact, they are completely worn out. Will he have to pit again? I wonder. Ajax in 7th, Pullshark. It's a funny angle. Pullshark has barely any tyre left at all on any of the corners of his car. He's struggling through Pouon. He's got his teammate Slenderfella right behind him. Fresh softs for Slenderfella. Kaiser has not stopped at the front of the field. Gazman pitting. Greg OB is in 11th. The Red Bull driver is in 12th. And Jam is in 13th. Well, sometimes it doesn't show me who it's looking at, as into the pit comes Gazman in the Ferrari. He will be changing tyres. Yes, he is. Ferrari in. Top four all into the pits now. There is Matt Psycho. The Punisher will be coming into the pits too in his McLaren. Ragemus, though, is not pitting. But Matt Psycho comes out of the pits and he leads. He's got half a tank of fuel. He has not changed his medium tyres. He now leads the field. Ragemus is second, but he's got bunnies going up the inside of him. He lets his teammate through, in fact. Nicely played there by Ragemus. Good team thinking from the Mercedes drivers. So, well, bunnies does not stop. Mama Sykes in the chat saying, good to hear you, Jan. Go Matt. Gasman currently in fourth place. It's good to see you in the messages, Mama Sykes. It's like the old days. It's like a Sunday night when it's GTE. Gasman is there in fourth. Talking of GTE, it is coming back in September. We have no race in August. We are having a summer break because it is summertime, and also I'm away for 2 weeks. So other things are going on. Oh my word! Have the two McLarens hit each other? Let's have a look. Bunnies slides. No, Bunnies goes off, and his teammate seems to go off in sympathy. Well, this is unreal from the Mercedes. Here we go, on board with Ragemus, and Bunnies goes round, and Ragemus has a moment himself, and that means, wow, Gasman. Hold on. That was very confusing. What happened there? No, Bunny's managed to get himself pointing forward. He is still third. Wow. I thought Ajax was going to get past Bunnies, but he didn't. That must be the tyres completely gone on Bunny's car. He cannot keep going with these tyres as they are. The rears will be completely dead. Having a real struggle on board then. You'll see the amount of difference and grip between Ajax and Bunnies. Ajax was driving high. Driving by. I got distracted, dear listener, because we have Kaiser in the chat saying, hi guys, great race. Well, it is. Fantastic strategy changes as well. Matt Psycho did not change tyres at the pit stop. He's on the mediums. Fueled lighter. Gasman filled his car up fully to the brim and put some new softs on. Ajax did a similar strategy, but not fully to the top. And Bunnies did not change tyres, and possibly suffering with that decision as it stands. Slender Fella in fifth place as the shuffle starts to settle down. The Lotus driver in fifth now. Ragemus has not stopped. Wow. He has got halfway through this race on his fuel. That is some brilliant fuel saving. We saw it at Austria, in fact. Ragemus is great with fuel. He is definitely having one of those seasons. He's proving himself next season in Formula X. Watch out for Ragemus, because I think Ragemus will be up there in the fight for sure. The Red Bull driver currently in 7th with Aloe 8th. The Punisher is in 9th. Jam is in 10th place. Specmere is 11th in his McLaren. 12th is Pool Shark. 13th is Rob on drums. Kaiser is in 14th. He's lost his fastest lap actually to Bunnies, who's done a 54.1 there. Kaiser has shown speed. He had the fastest lap early on. And Craig OB is in 15th. It's Matt Psycho leading. Tell me where you've heard that one before, dear listener, dear viewer. The Renault driver, once more in a Renault, missed round number 1, and he is in the championship fight. It shows what can happen in Formula X. It's very unpredictable. Lots of things can happen. Gasman currently second, having a good race though. He's running a different tactic, different strategy to Matt Psycho. Ajax though catching up 7/10 of a second on the previous lap. Between them, Ragemus now into the pits. comes the McLaren driver. So he has managed to get halfway through this race with a tank of fuel. It takes forever for the cars. There he is to appear. Say his name and he appears. And Speckmere is into the pits too. Speckmere in very early, in fact. So Speckmere in. Let's see him. There he is. So Speckmere is in. Okay, that was very odd. Oh, this is Speckmere, I think. Yep, Speckmere ending his race. Pulled into the pits. Matt Psycho then leading the race. I do know the reason for that retirement. All the chatter suddenly appeared on my screen. That's very good. Gasman now has got the pressure behind him at the Ajax in the Tyrrell. 1991 Tyrrell versus 2024, forgot what year it was, Ferrari from the Miami Grand Prix. 2009 Renault leading the way. Matt Psycho's rear tyres are starting to look a little bit worn. Can Gasman use the advantage? He is catching up. Look, 56.5 for Matt Psycho, 54.3 for Gasman. It's like he has got a message that he has a chance of getting ahead of Matt Psycho. Into the pits then comes Bunnies, completely out of fuel and completely out of tyres. That must have been a mistake. This is a very strange... Oh, Slender Fella. I'm using your tagline, Slender Fella, in the chat right now, as Bunnies is refueling. Slender Fella saying, forget your movie streaming subscriptions. This is the place for entertainment on a Monday night. I need him as my script writer, because obviously everything I say is carefully scripted, down to the T. It is all basically written down, so that we follow the formula. It's scripted. SNL is definitely scripted for great entertainment. Gasman currently second, chasing down Matt Psycho, the Ferrari driver. You can see the speed difference as they go through Stavolo and down to Blanchimont. He is catching that Renault up. The Renault's tyres are looking worn. They are double stinted mediums, whilst Gasman has a fresh pair of soft tyres which are fresher than Ajax. Ajax came on lap 9, whilst Gasman came out in on lap number 11. Gasman pushing hard. Will he get the move done on track, or will it be Matt Psycho pitting? Matt Psycho possibly will pit at the end of this lap, but the Ferrari really is catching. He's on the overtake, coming out of La Source, going up through the very, very famous Eau Rouge and Radion. Nicely over the hill. Great image of the red Scarlet car, but Matt Psycho keeping ahead just enough to defend against his title rival. We should call them Gasman doing a purple sector in sector 1. Have a look further down the field. It's quite tight. Further down the field, yes it is. Rob on drums, I think, having a bit of a fight going on with Poolshark. We go on board with Poolshark. What's going on here as they go into the bus stop? It's all quite tight. No, nothing happening. Poolshark getting a little bit close, but then running wide. Easily done, and loses the position to Kaiser. So Kaiser manages to get himself up into 11th. We've got Ragemus in 13th. After his pit stop, will he go? I don't think he's going the full 13 laps though on those softs. He hasn't filled up fully the soft tyres. Psycho still leading the race though, with Gasman closing ever more. You can see the Ferrari just gained so much. Oh my word! Gasman somehow managing to keep hold of the Ferrari as he got a little bit of the dirty air all over that front wing. Losing momentum. Again, he starts catching. But that Psycho definitely will be in the pits this lap. He has to be, surely. There's no way he could do another lap with the amount of fuel he's got left in that car. But a double stint on mediums looks to be inspired by the Season 3 champion. In he comes then. And Gasman takes the lead in the Ferrari. Ajax chasing him down then. Tyrrell versus Ferrari. Is it the 1970s all over again? Slender fella in a Lotus. Well, it's 1978 for that Lotus. Red Bull driver goes up into 4th place now. He's got a clear advantage over Lowy. That gap about 7 seconds, would you say? So Lowy currently 5th. Jam up to 6th now in all of the shuffle. So it's his fastest lap just last time round. As Matt Psycho comes out of the pits, you can see Jam just ahead. But Matt Psycho is ahead of Bunny's, so Bunny's longer stop costing him time. So Bunny's down in 8th place. The Punisher is 9th. Keeping his fellow Canadian honest. Problem Drums and Kaiser having a great battle. The two of them will go off board, actually. Between these two. Rob on Drums. Just kicking up the sparks into Kaiser's face. Kaiser, though, saying, no, you don't. I'm going to have a go down the Kemmel Straight. No overtake needed. Using all slipstream. Can the Swede get past the American? The American has the inside line, but can Kaiser? No, he can't go around the outside. We have seen moves through there. Bull Shark coming out of the pits. So Kaiser has to drop back behind Rob on Drums. Fuel gauge flashing now. Slender fella in 3rd. Ajax keeping the pressure on Gasman. Gasman will be feeling it. A lot better on the brakes, actually, Ajax. Oh, it's a bit of a slide, though, from the Canadian coming out of the bus stop. Yes, 0.6 of a second quicker than Gasman on the previous lap. Interesting. It's Gasman feeling the pressure. Slender fella in 3rd place. Keeps himself in it. Let's have a look. Where is Matt Psycho in comparison? So he's coming out of the final chicane as Jam comes into the pits. And Matt Psycho in 6th place now. He is 10 seconds behind his teammate, but his teammate still has to stop once more. Field. Gasman still leading. He's got half a tank of fuel. Quite a lot of fuel left. That's maybe why Ajax is making so much time, despite his tyres being older. He's got half a tank less than Gasman, it would seem. Those tyres, you can see once more, looking very worn on that Tyrrell. So Gasman, he has got hard tyres to run in his final stint, unless he double stints these softs, which we saw what happened with Bunnies, who's currently 7th. What happens if you try and double stint them? It all goes a little bit wrong. Mama Sykes in the chat saying, foot down, Matthew. And that's the order from Mama Sykes. Can her son do what is required? Slender fella then, as Ajax comes into the pits. Slender fella will move up into 2nd place in his Lotus. A shout out to Pat as well. Pat designed this Lotus livery. It looks stunning. Here it is, the onboard as well. All the lines, everything, it's just beautiful. Pat, thank you so much for all your contributions to SNL. He's taken a little bit of time off here in the summer, but he is available for deliveries. As he said, thank you, Pat, for that. It is absolutely stunning, and I hope we see you again on track one more time, possibly in 2025. So, as I was saying that, Matt Psycho gets ahead of Ajax. Ajax comes out of the pits. Matt Psycho is just ahead of him. So the foot down message from Rumba Sykes has worked. He is in 4th place. Ajax is in 5th, but Ajax has soft tyres. Matt Psycho has soft tyres, and he's just on the fastest lap of the race. A 53.4 from Matt Psycho. Fantastic. We have a fight at the front of the field. Aloe has come out of the pit ahead of Bunnies. That is crucial for his teammate Matt Psycho. Kaiser is 8th. Ragemus is 9th. Jam is 10th after his stop. The Punisher is 11th after his... Is he double stinting his soft tyres? It looks like he is. What a brave move from the Punisher. Rob on drums is 12th. Got Pullshot just behind him. Craig OB is in 14th place. A few spins, I believe, has caused that issue. But Gazman still leading the race. He leads. What is the gap between him and Slenderfella? It's about 8.5 seconds. Gazman leading by 8.5 seconds. The Red Bull driver is in the pits. Matt Psycho, though, 4th place. He will go ahead of the Red Bull driver. Ajax going into the bus stop. He seems to brake so late and still get it turned in. Very impressive from Ajax. They overtake the Red Bull driver. Aloe. There is the Red Bull driver getting his tyres changed. Aloe is in 6th. Bunnies in 7th place. He's got to get ahead of Aloe. That is key, surely, as the Red Bull driver comes out. He's ahead, he's 5th place. So he's jumped them. He's got ahead of Aloe, he's got ahead of Bunnies. So Bunnies right now, the championship leader going into this race, he's behind every one of his rivals. Gazman looks in a fantastic position, leading the race. Yes, he has not stopped yet. He's still got a long way to go. Can he make it to the end? Quarter of a tank of fuel, probably not, but he's going a long way. As you can see, Slenderfella has half that amount. Oh no. Gazman definitely can't make it to the end. Just over half a tank of fuel for Matt Psycho. Just over half a tank of fuel for Ajax as well. So Ajax coming out. He's got fresher tyres than Matt Psycho. Red Bull driver. Also just over half a tank. You need half a tank then. Just over. To finish this race, Aloe is in 6th, Bully's then 7th. Kaiser is in 8th, but he'll be stopping as well. He's doing a similar strategy, it would look like, to Gazman, the race leader. The strategy is on point. Jam, is he under pressure from Ragemus, or was that a move? I think that possibly was a move. Ragemus on board. His tyres looking a little bit worse for wear, not too bad. Jam has got softs, brand new set of softs for him. Trying to get this BMW powered Williams is second quicker than his fastest lap of the race, so that's the power of the soft tyre, it would appear. So Gazman still leading on lap 21 and 26. I wonder what Mama Sykes' message to Matt Psycho is right now. He's currently 3rd. Potentially, well, it's tricky. What is the gap between 105, 107? Oh. Okay, it's 28 seconds the gap between Matt Psycho and Gazman. The pit stops here are about 32 seconds, so Matt Psycho is potentially in the lead of this race, but Gazman doesn't have to pit for as long. It is going to be nip and tuck between Matt Psycho, Ajax and Gazman for this race win. Matt Psycho currently has the fastest lap, 153.3. Let's go and have a look what Ajax is doing. He's not close enough yet to Matt Psycho. In fact, last time out, 7/10 of a second between the two drivers. So Ajax is going to have to do something special. But he is trying to set the fastest lap. We didn't see Matt Psycho's time going through those corners. At the beam as Slenderfella pops into the pits now. So a late stop for Slenderfella. Is he going to go on to those medium tyres right at the end? I would suggest so. Gazman's still running though, but red fuel light turns on. So that means he will be stopping at the end of this lap as Psycho goes into second. Ajax follows. There is Slenderfella. He was on mediums at the start of the race, so he's got softs to finish with. He's gone very aggressive then. Red Bull driver, no mediums. That's why. That's very strange. I'm sure the commentator has different settings on his screen. Kaiser goes into 8th place. Lowy in 6th. The light is looking a little bit darker. It's not looking like there's any cloud cover though, which the drivers will be happy about. Last time we raced here in Formula X, it rained in the last couple of laps. It was absolute chaos. On the sites in the chat saying, one more, Matt. One more. But the thing is, Ajax has just set a 52.9. Wowzers. A 52.9 as we go through Pouhon. Matt Psycho trying to use Craig OB. Trying to use some slipstream. It's not worked. Oh, Ajax having to just hang it around the outside maybe longer than he wanted. Matt Psycho really in a fight in the dying light here at Spa. How much overtake do they have? About the same. As into the pits comes Gazman. This is crucial then for the race. What does Gazman do as his rivals are fighting close to each other? They're going into the bus stop. In comes the Ferrari. Matt Psycho will take the lead then. Going into lap 23. They have 4 laps left. Matt Psycho, will he lead? No, Gazman's come out. Gazman has not changed tyres. Oh my word, this could be the move that wins him the race and possibly the championship. Who knows? With how things go, he is leading. Matt Psycho is second with Ajax in third. It's so hard not to say Ajax for Ajax, but he's Canadian. It's Ajax. He's in the slipstream of Matt Psycho. Can he make the move at the end of the Camel Street into Lecombe? Oh, it will be an amazing move around the outside. Can he do it? Not quite. Matt Psycho holds it as they go through. Can they do more into... Oh, Matt Psycho, how on earth has Ajax kept hold of that? We're going on board with Ajax because this was fantastic from the two drivers fighting for second place on board with the Tyrrell. I can't even commentate on this. So here we go, Ajax fighting hard, a little bit of a touch, but they're still fighting, still holding it on the outside. Then I thought Ajax was just going to the wall then. Somehow holds it on that curve. Stays in third. Whoa. Matt Psycho, second place. Gazman. He's using the overtake now. So this is the plan. Try and run away. Try and use overtake. Try and get away. We saw Bunnies doing it earlier. He's currently in 6th in that Mercedes. So he is there. He's chasing down the Red Bull driver. Paul Shark in the chat saying, damn, great driving in response to Ajax. That was unbelievable. Seeing. So Lowe's done a 2019 on his previous lap. So Jam catching him up. Ragemus a little bit further back. Go back to this battle though. Ajax, though, third. Matt Psycho second. And at the front, it's Gazman. Leading this race. He's got 3 laps to go. For his first win of the season. Ajax got past Matt Psycho. How has this happened? Oh, Matt Psycho. What on earth? This is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. It looked like Matt Psycho had half power. Going out of the corner, here we go. Well, that was strange. That was very odd. Hopefully Matt Psycho's in the chat to tell us what happened there. That is very strange. What was he doing? He was on half power coming out of the bus stop, and that's given Ajax the lead. So Ajax is in second place now, due to something strange happening to Matt Psycho. I can't explain that. So it's Ajax now chasing down Gazman. Gazman going through Lacoon. He's got about 5-second lead as Gazman, and he's got 2.5 laps. The problem is Ajax is going very fast. What can he do? Because Gazman, with those... oh my word! Puon is not being Gazman's friend. Ajax is there in second. Matt Psycho in third. Slender Fellow in fourth. Red Bull Driver fifth. Bunny's in sixth. Aloe is there in seventh place. Jam in eighth. Ninth is Rager's Prime. 10th is Kaiser. 11th is the Punisher. He's got Rob on drums, chasing him down. Rob on drums is looking at 11th place and saying, Punisher, I would like that, please. And in fact, he's got skull and crossbones on his helmet by the looks of it. So that is going to intimidate the Punisher, thinking, hold on, I'm being chased by myself right now. Let's go on board with Rob on drums. Not quite happening, though. Into Rivage. For Rob on drums to go to the front of the field, though, because that is where all three are in the same picture. 2 laps to go here at Spa. Gazman is using as much overtake as he can to keep himself in the lead of this race, but the gap now is less than a second. He's losing so much time on these soft tyres. Would it have just been worth putting the hards on? He did have the hards left. Would he have been better with them? Because he's completely worn those softs out now. He can feel the grip just disappearing. You can see the difference. Oh my word. Ajax is going to go around the outside of Rivage. He does. What a move by Ajax. He's into Speaker's corner. And it's Ajax taking the lead. But Gazman says, no, I'm going to go into Puon. I'm going to go side by side with you. No, I can't, because I've got no tyres left. Oh, no. It's gone wrong for Gazman. Oh, what a brave move from Gazman on board with the Ferrari driver as a replay going through Puon side by side, trying to hold it. And there go the tyres. They're completely and utterly cooked for the Ferrari driver. Slender Fellow will see the yellow flag. He'll be thinking, what's happened? And see the Ferrari going very slowly. Gazman down to 4th place. No tyre left. Lots of damage to the front as well. It's all gone wrong for the Scot. With 1.5 laps left. Ajax takes the lead then. Matt Psycho in 2nd place. What happened? The great mystery of this race. What happened coming out of the chicane? A few laps ago, Matt Psycho just slowed. It was as if he was having difficulty on the accelerator, on the throttle. Matt Psycho then 2nd on the road, trying to chase down Ajax as they go into the final lap. Ajax has never won a race here in SNL. And he's on the verge. Mama Sykes in the chat saying, what a race indeed, Mama Sykes. Sunday Night League, though. That's what we do. Ajax then leading on the final lap here at Spa. The Tyrrell driver has got Matt Psycho, the winningest driver in Formula X, chasing him down. Ajax has not won a race here in the Sunday Night League. He's not won a race in Formula X, obviously. As a result, he's sliding that car. He feels the pressure. Matt Psycho's got a little bit of overtake, has he? Just a smidge. Very little left in that Renault. Let's have a look further through the field just very quickly. Slenderfella third. Gasman has got the Red Bull driver chasing him down though. Bunnies is in sixth quite safely. Aloe has got Jam chasing him down. Is there anything going into the Camel? Jam in purple a little bit later as well. Back to the front. Oh, Gasman. He's really fighting now. Trying to get himself to the end. Holding on with these tyres. It all went wrong a lap ago for him. Oh, he's gone off again. Oh, my word. He's gone off again. Endurance Nut in the chat saying very skilled, close racing. Well done, everyone. Well, it looks like it's going to be especially well done to Ajax. In first place, going into the chicane for the final time, the Canadian in the Tyrrell is going to take his debut win here in SNL and win where his brother won for the first time as well. Matt Psycho, second place, very close for him. In third place, a great drive once more, second podium of the season for Slenderfella. Fantastic result for the Lotus driver. In fourth place is going to be the Red Bull driver. He crosses the line. Gasman, after all of that, finishes fifth on the road. It all could have been so different. Bunnies is in sixth, so close between him and Aloe, and also Jam. There at the end, Ragemus Prime. Ragemus did a one-stop. Wow. Well done, Ragemus. Absolutely brilliant effort. Kaiser is going to finish in 10th place in his Tyrrell. So 2 top 10 finishes for Tyrrell. First and 10th for them. Good result. Rob on drums in 11th place, showing the skill that you have just to finish in the top 10. Rob on drums, fantastic at Red Bull Ring last time out, finishes in 11th. The Punisher is going to finish in 12th. His tyre's completely cooked. He did make it in the end. Paul Sharp is in 13th place. I don't know where Craig OB has gone. So it looks like it will be Paul Sharp then. Final driver across the line in the Lotus. And we'll stop it there. Fantastic for him. 13th, good strong showing though. Lap times look good. A few mistakes possible. But in the end, there he is, Ajax. Congratulations. First win for the Canadian. Mama Sykes in the chat saying, great racing, guys. Well done. Super. Thanks, Jam. Thank you, Mama Sykes, for watching. Brilliant race for Ajax. His first win in Formula X. In second place was Matt Psycho. Close battle in the end in his Renault. Third place is Slenderfella in third there in his Lotus. Once again in that car. In fourth place is the Red Bull driver who, after the race, then decided to basically bring the league into disrepute once more. He had been warned about it. I am talking about the Red Bull driver. He has been banned from the league, and as a result, all his points from the Drivers' Championship have been removed. His points for the Team Championship still stand, but he has been banned from the league and removed from the championship standings in the Drivers' Championship. In fifth place is Gasman. Nearly worked out well for the Ferrari driver. In sixth place is Bunnies. We can't see him. There he is. Not the result he wanted, for sure, tonight, but the championship fight still in anybody's hands right now. Aloy is in 7th in the Red Bull, in the Renault. In 8th place was Jam. In 9th place, Ragemus Prime, again in a very impressive drive. Poolshark in the chat saying, it was great racing again, looking forward to racing in GTE in September. Kaiser was 10th. 11th was Rob on drums in his Red Bull. 12th was the Punisher. And 13th was Poolshark. The standings then going into the final race. This is prior to any stewards report, and there are things that will change, I suspect, based on that. But current standings going to the final race. Matt Psycho leads with 101 points. Bunny's second with 89. Gazman also on 89. Ajax on 81. That's our top four. 4 drivers, possible championship between those 4. In the team championship, Renault have a 20-point lead now over Mercedes. So that is the battle between them. Red Bull are 3rd in that championship, with Tyrrell now moving up to 4th. From 7th to 4th, that shows you how tight this championship is. But once again, Ajax, congratulations to you. Fantastic race result, fantastic win, and it puts him in the championship fight. Join us next week for Fuji, the final round, where it's anybody's. 4 drivers, Matt Psycho, Bunnies, Gazman, Ajax. Put in the comments who you think is going to win. You're going to find out next week. Join us here at SNL. Thank you for liking. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for subscribing. We'll see us again next week. Enjoy your evening. Good night.